This indicator only flashed 14 times in history. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, whenever you're watching this video, welcome to the Bitcoin family channel. Yes, where we pray for run BTC guys. In today's video, I have two news items, 4 amazing charts, inspirational quote to end the video. Let's quickly jump now into the news items first, because that indicator that started to flash is a very important one in history, only 14 times, and every time it meant a massive move. Let's jump into that news now. The first news item for today guys is the Zwijk breath thrust indicator that started flashing. It only flashed 14 times since 1945 guys. This indicator was invented by Martin Zwijk, and the indicator is calculating a 10-day moving average of the most advancing stocks divided by all the stocks. Go Google it and you will find it. But this indicator, whenever it flashed in those last 14 times, in average the prices started to jump with 25% guys. As you can see in this table over there, there are step aside on that table, you can see all the advancements each time it flashed. There was only 1 year, I think it was 1988, that it didn't flash correctly. It flashed and everything went red, but I don't know what happened. Maybe it was a drastical, like whatever, black swan event, but all the other ones 14 times, huge push. And that indicator just flashed on the S&P 500, which means the markets are turning around, which means all the investors are looking at this indicator and they're like, hey shit, this one has flashed a few times and every time was a bullish move, so let's get trading again. And that also reflects of course to Bitcoin, because when those indicators start to flash for all those institutional investors that now also are in Bitcoin, they also understand that Bitcoin will follow that signal as well and will probably pump with 25%, which will bring Bitcoin to 120k MA. Is it this indicator, or is it just a 4-year cycle in Bitcoin, and every time the TA that I do correctly that now will push it to 120k MA? I don't know, but I told you 120k MA already for a long time, and it seems that that is really going to happen. Now we are at 94k, we're dripping a little bit, you can see the supports, but I will talk about that later in the chart guys. The second news item for today is that Adam Back said, hey guys, do you realize, because of all the institutional adoption, because of all the spot ETF, because of all those companies creating reserve strategies in Bitcoins, even countries like the United States creating a reserve strategy in Bitcoin, do you realize that the Bitcoin market cap could go up to a 200 trillion market cap? At the moment we are at a 2 trillion market cap. That means times 100 from the price where we are now. That is what it would mean if we go to a $200 trillion market cap in Bitcoin. And why could that happen? Because all the money worldwide will start to slowly flow into Bitcoin, because that's the only working financial system. All the fiat currencies have shown us that they don't work. The unlimited printing by the central banks did not work. It short-term solved all the problems because we had free money, long-term destroying the economy, creating huge inflation and keeping the poor, or making the poor even poorer, while the rich of course become richer. That monetary system, that policy of fiat currencies doesn't work anymore. So the new one is Bitcoin. And more of this beautiful world will flow into this industry. And that's what we are seeing now. Countries like the United States adopting, Switzerland, all over the world, people adopting Bitcoin. We have only 21 million Bitcoin. This is going to lead to a huge push in the Bitcoin price because there is not enough supply. This is a supply shock. A huge shock is going to happen. And if that market cap goes to 200 trillion US dollar, just calculate how much one Bitcoin would be. Just calculate that one Bitcoin could make you and your family financially independent. Maybe even generate generational wealth for your family if you just are hodling one Bitcoin at a 200 trillion market cap, guys. And please also don't understand that that last decision by Trump, giving the banks now the free possibilities to do whatever they want with cryptocurrency. So the whole policy of be afraid for cryptocurrency, this is a dangerous market, that one now shifted from that into no, you should discover Bitcoin. You as a bank are now free to do whatever you want with cryptocurrencies to all of your clients. Also, that policy would of course usually increase the demand for Bitcoins through the banking system. Because a shitload of you still believe in the banking system. And when your banking app will have a button, buy Bitcoin, that is the moment that the biggest amount of the people, the herd, the sheep, will start to buy. They don't want to buy on Bybit or on Blowfin or on Apex Pro, my preferred exchanges. They want to buy very simple using their banking app because they still believe in the banks. Let me give you one big advice. The moment you buy your Bitcoins at your bank, it's not your Bitcoin, not your keys, not your Bitcoin. The bank is a custodial service and they will be able to freeze it or confiscate it from you and you can't do anything against that. If you want to really hold Bitcoin the way you should be holding Bitcoin, you need to hold your Bitcoins in self-custody. Hardware wallet, software wallet, it doesn't matter as long you have access to the keys. Not your keys, not your Bitcoins. That was the news for today, guys, but very positive news. Let's now jump into the charts to show you what is happening to Bitcoin, what happened this weekend, what was the weekly close, and what will be the next couple of weeks move for Bitcoin, guys. Bam! The first chart for today, guys, is of course the 4-hour chart. On this 4-hour chart, you can see amazingly what a Bitcoin is doing at the moment. We found some resistance, and I told you last week already, please be aware that this green line, we need to find support over there, which we did over there, but then we broke it, and now this one is resistance again. The support is now over here, the 91K. That is how far we can drop. As long as we stay above this candle over there, we are creating a higher low, guys, which means this is the high, this is the low, this is a higher high, this should become a higher low, then again a higher high. That is what we expect, we should be happening. That's what I should see on the charts next week. So we should go and retest maybe that 100K level even. RSI is retracting as well. The charts are putting everything in place again to do another big move, guys. So let's see. But if we look at this chart, we zoom out to the Gaussian channel, 5-day chart, this is amazing. This candle blew through the top of the Gaussian channel, it closed high above it, and the new candle also opening above it. At 93,000 US dollars, the top of the Gaussian channel is 89K. This is amazing. This is very, very bullish. Could we now pull back a little bit? Yes. Look what happened over there. We broke out the Gaussian channel, we pulled back to test the top of the Gaussian channel, and then that big move happened. And that big move was a 30 to 40K move. We are breaking out. Could we retest the top and then go? Yes, that's always possible, guys. Just be prepared for those moves. If you're a long-term hodler, be happy. We are going to see 120K in May. Now on the weekly, we can see also very interesting that we are finding resistance at that blue line that I talked about. And that blue line should be broken to become more positive. I already told you, look, this green line, we went up, and then we come down, and then we move up again. Now we went up, we tested the blue line, maybe we pull back a little bit to support around 89K, something there, and then blow up again, guys, into that 120K. Long-term bullish, look, that blue line here is now almost, I'm going to take away those one, starting to cross that red line. When that cross will happen, that's a bullish cross. Red is turning into green bars. Green bars is turning into pumps. Green bar will turn into pump. RSI, beautiful, broke that structure. I am still very bullish to see 120K in May. But I have some other amazing charts that you really need to see today, guys. These are amazing charts. Let's jump into the first one. Bam. Over here. This chart I found, of course, on Twitter, the rational route. This one is the short-term holder cost basis. I would prefer to say hodler cost basis, but okay, whatever. Now, this one is being tested at the moment, that line. We can see also over there, 93K, that's being tested. That's a very important line. The moment we go above this dotted line, that's the moment we get a green area. Light green, as you can see. So the moment we are down below it, that's buying the dip. The moment the line goes above it, that huge pump in the Bitcoin price, bam. Below it, buy the dip. The moment we cross above it, huge pump, bam. We are buying the dip. I told you to keep buying the dip. The moment this turns green, we will have a huge pump again. And that's happening. We are now testing that area. This will flip into green again bullish move to 120K in May. I will keep repeating that, guys. Then we have, of course, Plan B's stock to flow model. Let's make that one a little bit bigger over there, and my face over there. This is the one of Plan B, and he's like stating, look guys, it's very simple. Each time when that black line and the gray line start to separate from each other, you can see, you take a distance, that is that bull market moment. When that happens, we go into that bull market moment. When that happens, we go in that bull market moment. And why do I say that happens? Because we zoom in to this over there. Let's zoom in, bam, we can see that it starts to happen. They are starting to distance from each other. And when that really happens, we will see a massive push again in the price. Amazing chart by Plan B. Now, do I have more charts? Yes, over here. This one, the Hodler's cheat sheet. This one is a combination, of course, of the cheat sheet of visual one and the rational root, creating this one, I think, yes. Now, where are we at the moment? In which part of the bull market are we? And I think that's very important for people to understand. Look, these two lines are very close to each other. So we are now from optimistic, you know, we went down again the dip, we started to believe again a little bit more. Intermission, the top might be in. That is what people said. Hey, the top might be in. That is always that doubtful moment that people are, I think this was a top. But if we look back into history, the top has always happened in this quarter over there, guys. There, these green dots, those have been the tops. So they were always in the same area. So yes, I understand this phase, intermission, I understand, and I coach you through it. I told you guys, this is just a dip, because I could see where we are in the cycle. Now, after this, when the Bitcoin price starts to pump again, we're going to go into trill. People is going to shout from the rooftops, buy Bitcoin. You're going to tell the baker, and you're going to bet the butcher, and you're going to tell your niece of the aunt's niece, buy Bitcoin. Everybody's getting thrilled. And then euphoria, then that phase will be there that you think, I am God, I am the best, you know, I told you so, I told you so, I'm going to buy a Lambo, 2 Lambos, 6 Lambos, I buy a Lambo for my mother. When that phase is there, I will be there to tell you, take profits. It's not going to go to 500K, it's not going to go to 1 million. This is the moment you take profits. Because then we will dip, and you will be, this is just to cool off, just like the other dip, and then we will crash, and you will go into denial, panic, capitulation, and there is that bear market bottom. And that bear market bottom is going to be in January 2027. That is where the bottom will be, like December 2026, January 2027. That is the bear market bottom area. You don't want to be in the market in this phase, at least not hodling your Bitcoins. We are going to take profit over there. We are going to sit 12 months, do nothing, let our bots create generational wealth through trading automatically, and there's when we step in again with our hodl portfolio, and we are buying back a shitload of Bitcoins, more than we sold over there. Because this is going to be the top price, that is going to be the bottom price. I believe we're going to sell around 160K, one Bitcoin, and I believe we will buy back around 60 to 80K, 2 Bitcoins. So for each Bitcoin you're going to sell over there, you will be able 12 months later to buy 2 Bitcoins back. That is what I believe, and I'm going to coach you through, of course. That was also the last chart for today, guys. Now let's jump into the next part of the video. I hope you really enjoyed those charts. Yes, short term, a lot of volatility. My bot algorithms are doing really good job. You can see over here the result in BTC. That's a beautiful result in now 13 months. That's almost 1.5 Bitcoin out of 1 Bitcoin. That's almost 50% in 13 months. And on this side you can see the result of the $100,000 spot bot, so no leverage trading, just spot pairs, and you can see how big the result is at the moment after 1 week trading. I think it's around $700, should be a little bit more. Normally it should do 70% a year, but of course that's an average of 70% a year. Some months maybe is only 5%, other months could be 10%. Let's see how that will continue, but I will keep sharing both of these numbers with you so that you can see completely transparent how these bots are performing. Long term, guys, beautiful market. We are in the midst of a bull market. The target, as I told you, for me is between 120 and 160K somewhere towards the end of this year, Q4, for, like September, October, somewhere there, maybe even November, those months, that will be the bull market top, and I believe around 160k. But if you subscribe to this channel now, and if you hit that notification bell, you will be notified on that moment that I make the video, that I'm taking profits, that I'm exiting the market with my trading portfolio, guys. That were the charts. Let's jump now into the next part. The DDBAM news for today, guys, is that you only have a couple of days left till the 1st of May to become a Gold VIP member, to be able to join the Gold VIP meetup in Q3 somewhere in Europe. We still need to determine the location, as we're now collecting the amount of people that are willing to come. We are almost at 44 people already that signed up. If you want to become a Gold VIP member, do it before the 1st of May, because from the 1st of May, you won't have the possibility to join that meetup in Q3. You will have the possibility to join other future meetups, but not this one in Europe. You need to become a Gold VIP before the 1st of May, guys. So go sign up on ddbambam.me, become a Gold VIP, and see what you get back for being a Gold VIP. Check the video. Check the video what the last meetup looked like in Phuket for all the Gold VIPs. You don't want to miss that. Yes, of course, I will be there as well. Now let's jump into the last part of the video. The inspirational quote for today, guys. You will miss 100% of the shots that you never take. If you don't take a shot, you're certain missing that for 100%. That's how simple it is in life. If you never try to change, you will 100% not succeed in changing. If you just try to change, there is a possibility that you could succeed in changing. But if you don't shoot, you definitely for 100% are gonna miss the target. You need to start shooting. I'm not talking about shooting your weapons. I'm talking about shooting at life, grabbing life by the balls, grabbing the bull by the horns, taking control on your life, making decisions that will bring you further. Not keep running the hamster wheel, because you tried that now for how many years? 10, 20, 30 years? How much further did that bring you? Not that much. And why? Because you didn't take that shot. If you don't shoot, you 100% are gonna miss it. It's simple as that. It's a short but powerful quote for today, but if you never take a shot, you know for sure that you're gonna miss for 100%. You should start taking some shots, guys. Now that was everything for today. Hopefully you really enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy the video, give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, leave a comment. What do you think about the news? Do you think it's positive? What do you think about the charts? What do you think about becoming a DDBAM VIP Gold? And what do you think about the inspirational quote? And yes, I know what you're gonna say. Tomorrow I will be back on the beach again. Yes, tomorrow I will do a beach walk and talk. Thank you for watching. I wish you an amazing Monday and see you tomorrow again. Bam.